No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to spectacular Boca Raton, Florida, Flagler Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. He leaves it with his back. Look out, he's got room. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Bringing it back. The 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense putting points on the board.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
He's got it on the sideline. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. And the Owls with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
He'll do it himself. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Florida Atlantic looking to score from the red zone.
Here we go.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Buys a little time. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing...
Trying to rumble in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, train the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The option look. And the ball is free on the pitch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Great place to start for this offense.
Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Ready, set.
Wants to go up top. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the 1st down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out there and try to catch that thing.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Here's the pressure. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Owls!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
There's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. Turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Red pass, it's complete. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He'll pull it on the read. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Right down the middle. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The inside handoff. On the move at the 30. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Quarterback may change this route. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. One final play before the end of the quarter. From the gun to give, looking for room. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy complete.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Fresno State. A great catch and run for 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Wake Forest. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Snags it on the right. Ernie on the jet. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Once he got some room, it was over.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive.
Oh, he's got some space. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Quarterback keeper. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Fresno State right back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fresno State. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast, at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious, I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. We wind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on 1st down. Rushes on him. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Grant behind the line. It's Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
out of the gun to give to the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Quick step and go. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken it in the end zone. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's going to take off. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Carrier.
They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Off to the races to the right. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown Owls.
You always hear the old saying, tips lead to picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, and a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick six. Doesn't get much worse than that.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Fresno State, 28.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. First play of the drive, wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Off play action. They get enough rush and it pays off. The sack in the 20.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Sends it back in motion. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Fresno State.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fresno State will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the right. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Fresno State right back to the line. Back to pass, it's Webster. Makes the grab on the left. Turning it on. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. I like it, threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fresno State, 28.
Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here.
There he goes. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Got his man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Webster. Zings it complete to the right. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Here's a heat. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Bulldogs want to move quickly. To the air on second down. Bringing the heat. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trips left, one wide receiver to the right on 2nd and 9. Going to try to get it himself. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive.
There he goes! Running inside the 20. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Moving toward the end zone. Ball out! Defense picks it up.
Man, the coach is going to absolutely give him an earful. You have to understand the situation in the game. I got a chance to go up by 2 scores. We're winning the football game. Ball security. I can't reach that thing. I got to cover it with 2 hands and make sure I don't turn it over. What a big-time mistake.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Webster. Right on the money. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasp for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. The least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete out of the backfield. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
And his throw is incomplete.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set, and you still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Gorilla! Get set! Get set!
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw, it's Webster. Fires downfield. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page. Now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And guys, Florida Atlantic is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. So 1st down will open up the final period. He'll set up to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It's caught. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
On target to the left. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. Buying some time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll take it himself. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Quarterback on the keeper. Made a defender miss. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Owls. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on second down. Swings it out to the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And Jesse, that's almost like an extension of the running game, a new age toss sweep.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, Reese, by the quarterback, putting that football in a place where his running back can make an easy catch and then advance it downfield.
Looking down the middle. Found the spot in the defense. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Fresno State right back to the line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going there.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on fourth down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a...
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes ahead. And he eluded the defense.
that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. You've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
The give to the back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk glass, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked